I do want to mention this. The Tigers, of course, are in spring training right now. They just started. And Casey Mize, it came out yesterday. Not only did he have surgery, Tommy John surgery, right?
Yeah.
He had back surgery.
A couple weeks after the Tommy John, right?
Yeah.
We found out yesterday.
Right. I understand. You know what? But what bothers me is he said that this has been bothering him for years.
Yeah, progressively getting worse, and it's just one of those things. And I get it. If you're going to have a major surgery, you're going to be out. You want to get everything fixed,
right?
But then he was asked the question: do you think this contributed to your elbow issues, your arm issues, and ultimately Tommy, having to get Tommy John surgery? And he said yes.
I know. So I was foolish, as we know, when I came in and tried to play through an injury, so to speak.
Yes.
But this is more serious than an idiot, sports broadcaster. I mean, if you have a back issue, get it taken care of sooner rather than later. I mean, this is bad, in my opinion, on Casey Mize.
Well, here's the thing that we don't know. Okay, he had back surgery. And anytime you hear back surgery, your antenna goes up and says, is this going to be a reoccurring problem throughout the course of his career? Is this something that maybe he won't be able to come back from? But it does. I mean, they asked if it was a spinal fusion, and he said no.
Yeah, there's different back surgeries that are minor in compared to what a back fusion he can recover from.
Here's his quote. I've been dealing with the back issue for a long time. I would say years. It's something that's gradually gotten worse over time. We had a unique opportunity within having Tommy John surgery to tackle this. There was an available time for it to be done, so we decided to get everything better. That way, when I'm back, I can be the best pitcher I can be and completely healthy. So I'm glad he got it done now, because it does make sense. If you're going to get it done now when you're having another injury.
Yeah.
But if this was bothering you for years, man, you got to take care of it then, don't you?
Well, you have to take care of it then. And how much did the Tigers know? How much did anybody know about this when he was drafted 1-1?
Right. I mean, and that's a huge issue, because he's 1-1, a guy you think is going to be part of the core of this team, a rebuilding team. And now, as we are in spring training, it's rebuild number 2 for this team.
That's the thing. When you take a pitcher number 1, they may not be an anchor ace, but they got to be like a 1B ace. Seriously. And I don't see how that ever happens at this point.
No.
I used to say a couple years ago, I was like, this guy had to hit for Al Avila to keep his job. Well, look where we're at.
Right.
Yeah, and look where
I
Al's
was
at.
fearful of what happened in the Randy Smith regime, that we're going to have to go through another rebuild.
We are.
And ESPN has said, welcome to rebuild 2.
And we're saying, and I don't want to get too geeky here, and it's too early to say this guy, because everybody says he's going to be really good. The Jackson Jobe pick, right? Everybody says the shortstop that most people here wanted them to take, Marcelo Meyer, that the Red Sox took, is just lights out. And
well, you have to question in this Tiger system right now, had they taken him, would he be where he's at with the Red Sox? That's nothing against.
Well, no, it's only the second year, though.
Right. No,
Right,
but you're lights out. If you're saying since the draft
him?
that, if you're saying there's more evidence since the draft that they should have taken him,
right?
Well, are the Red Sox doing things in their system that the Tigers weren't? I'm not going to say are, because there's a lot of new people here now.
Correct.
It's not on them.
Yeah.
But okay, I guess the only positive out of this, if it's a Randy Smith rebuild number 2. Well, that would be the 2002-2003 Tigers, and they flipped it around pretty quick.
Yes, they did.
And, if Baez can become more consistent, be a little bit more of what he used to be, become a little more less strikeout prone under what Harris wants to do.
Riley Green progresses. Spencer Torkelson is
you have
what
a foundation.
he's supposed to be.
You got to, I like Green leading off. I do, but you could have a 3-4-5. But this year is going to be It's going to be a tough year.
Yeah, I think they're going to be better, because I think they're going to be fundamentally better the way they're going to play. They'll have more base hits, things like that. But, it's them in Kansas City.
Yeah,
it's and look, I don't want to put them down and stuff right now. It's the first day of spring training, but the hope for this team is really bad.
The lead up to the year is completely different than it was last year.
Yeah, usually they bring guys in here. In January they have a caravan this year, a big one, right?
Well, they've gone away from a lot of that stuff ever since COVID.
Right.
But at the same time, there isn't very much buzz.
No, there isn't.